Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Flying with Mike. A little change in plans that I gotta probably explain because you're all going, well, why the heck do you have to fly for a V8? But anyway, hang on just a second before I cough in your ears. Oh, sorry about that. Told you we're gonna see how this cold plays out today. Welcome first to Flying with Mike. We're doing a little change up here. We'll explain the reason why. But in the course of today's flying, and folks, you saw it up there, three airports we're going to, but we're going to be landing hopefully only 4 times. Who knows? There may be more landings, but in the middle of this, going through YouTube yesterday at work, I came across an interesting video. This is real world, not a flight sim guy flying, so this is the shortest flight in the world. No, this is the actual real world. This is, and I'm sorry, I have to kind of agree, it is the shortest flight in the world. As the title says at the bottom, folks, it's only 80 seconds long. Let that sink in a little. It's only 80 seconds. So, we're actually going to try to recreate the entire flight. What I mean by that, it's sort of a kind of, and I said that a couple times for those of you on Discord, in the build up to this, kind of a triangle, except there's 4 points to it. Like I said, it's kind of. When you kind of look at it, just kind of don't think there's a top point. I know it's called a parallelogram or something like that, or parallelogon or whatever. One of those ogons, and oh my gosh, we're going to fly it. So again, this is, and I don't know if it's still in action, folks. That's the other thing. I didn't think to look when the video was made. But it's actually up in Scotland, I think. It's the top of the UK, which last I checked, still Scottish territory under UK control. We're not going to get into the political behind that. But yeah, 80 seconds. And when you see the flight, when you actually look at it on the map, okay, yeah, 80 seconds, piece of cake. One caveat, well, before we get into the others. Normally, Logan Air flies this route. Well, Logan Air doesn't have Caravans. I didn't want to get the Islander. I'm not a huge fan of that aircraft, but that is the aircraft that a lot of times will fly it. So we may actually get there a wee bit faster. Although in the video, I believe he got there in 65 seconds. Yeah, folks, you don't even get the gear up that quick and back down. So, oh, and then again, it's an aircraft like the Caravan that doesn't have retractable gear. So, unless you're flying the floats. So, but anyway, so that's what we're doing today, folks. Real quick, before the break here, which I see I only got about 20 seconds or so, we were going to fly one of the largest planes in the world. But now we're flying one of the smallest. So, it's a kind of interesting world shortest, one world smallest. So, hey, let's give it a try. So we'll be right back after the break here, folks. Real quick, I'm going to make sure. And it looks like we are in for a 1-minute break. Cool. So if you're in a break right now, we'll see you back in a minute. Rest of you, let's get in here. This is the Thranda Cessna Caravan. I actually really like this plane. And something tells me if I was to download the Islander, I could probably like it. But folks, you gotta like the plane before you fly it. So we're going to go into Thranda here, and I don't see us going to break. Why are we not going to break? That is very weird. Okay, well, that makes our followers very happy. So let's dig in here since we're not going to break. I don't get it. Oh my goodness. Maybe we just came out of a break. Who knows? All right. So here we go. Into the cockpit, he says casually. There we go. Notice a couple things here with X-Plane 12, folks, and I'm sure that other sim does it too, because I know DCS does this. It did this, oh my gosh, 10 years ago when I used to fly it before Blue Screen Central. So, oh look, hey, there's the brakes. Oh goodness, it's going to be like that today. Oh well. Anyway, see the trees fluttering in the wind, the prop kind of, spinning with the wind? Yeah, now you know they're getting there. I even heard Austin talking about grass and how it would move in the air and what it would take to make that in a computer. That is not as easy as one thinks, or at least the way he made it sound. So we'll see what happens in 8, 9, 08, 09, 010. There's a whole different way they're going to be um, releasing the new updates. There'll be different numbers and all. And if you didn't catch it in the last one, folks, welcome back, by the way, our followers. They are raising the price, so if you get the sim now, you get it for $59.99. Don't wait, otherwise you could only pay $20 more, and you're still under the base price of that other sim. So, and you get one heck of a sim. So, enough of that. Let's get into flying, shall we? All right, today's flight, folks, again, Thranda Cessna 208. Now, I always get rid of the center console, or center yoke, mainly because I only need it when I land and do my flight, make sure everything's, working. So, we're going to kind of see how this works out. As you can see, we have a little rain over us, no big deal. The big deal is going the 80-second run. That could be challenging if we don't have VFR. You'll see what if you do the math in your head, you'll understand. So, here's today's flight, folks, coming up. As soon as where are you, Sim Toolkit? There you are. It always seems to hide on the list. All right, so there it is, folks. I made it kind of simple to look at here on Sim Toolkit. I'm gonna try to load up the flight that you saw the route with, that being with coordinates. It didn't look right, and if it doesn't look right on my GPS, I'm going to clear it and go point from here to there direct. Welcome to the world of what you can do with GPS flying, folks. Even though back in the old days, they just go, okay, well, let's go from here to maybe this point to here to that point of the island, and we'll cross over hoping to see all of this as we go to here and so forth, called pilotage. Easy way to get lost, trust me. All right, so today's flight, which I have not yet looked at, we have 6 people brave enough to fly with us today. So brave, they filled out their non-disclosures, so they can't yell at us. Okay, they can yell at us, but they can't do it in open court. 1,380 pounds of payload. Actually, we're going to have a whole lot more. 6,000 is our zero fuel weight. Again, that will be higher. And I'm probably going to squeeze a little bit more fuel into it. Take it up to about 1,200 pounds, I think. We're going to cruise over at 1,900 RPM at maybe 3,000. I'm actually thinking about coming up to 7, 8, 9,000. Again, this is just a ballpark. The actual flight plan went something to this, to here, then into the approach. And by the way, there are no plates for this airport. Well, wait a minute. Strike that. I think there is. Let's find out. Okay. And here's NavGraph, which I realized I have not updated, and I am going to say shame on me. I don't know if this is even going to show it right. Yeah, it's this is what I'm hoping it looks like on the GPS. What it looked like on Sim Toolkit looked nothing like this. So if it looks like this, we'll fly it. But as you can see, the airport is in there, but there are no charts. And I don't know if the real airport has any charts. So that's always a problem. Same with this little guy here. Oh, by the way, there's where we're going. Notice it's so short of a flight. Just a little teaser. So we'll land here, take off a couple people, put on a couple people, hop across the little channel there, and then back to here. That's the game plan. All right, weather here. Right now 020 at 15. A few clouds at 700. That's good. Few are scattered at 4100. Okay, now some of you are going, well, that's instrument. No, it's not. It is correctly noted here, VFR. But we're flying instrument, but it doesn't matter. If you wanted to fly at 3,000 feet all the way there, you could, and Caravans will do that in the States. Believe it or not, there are no airlines in the UK with Caravans. That kind of blew me away. Not even FedEx is over there, or DHL. So that kind of was like, whoa. So there you have it, folks. That is what I'm hoping the GPS looks like when we load it up. If not, we're going to go from here to here, straight in. All right, so there you have it, folks. And the weather on the other end, just so you guys can go, well, maybe there is no weather. I think it's because in the real world, it's starting to get dark and they don't fly it. Well, you know, that little thing called time change in the simulator is what's in play here. All right, so what we've done, here we go. Let's go talk about the plane. First off, we've got, what is the number on this one? Oh, this one doesn't have it. Back outside to get that. November 785 Whiskey is going to do the flight for us with West Wind Air, not the VA, folks. West Wind Air. This is an actual airline out in Arizona or Vegas, one of the two that fly the Grand Canyon, or one of many. And they fly a few other places. But I don't think they're scheduled. I think it's all charter, but don't quote me on that. I'm 1,800 miles away. All right, so back in the cockpit. All right, so let's commence to cranking this thing up, shall we? Checklist for today is C208B PROC _ Chris _ B, and that's how you find it, folks. Real simple on a Google search. So here we go. Weight and balance. We already did that. Oh, no, we did not, because we're not loaded. All right, so the easiest way to load this plane, folks, if you've done this before and you click Save Configuration, just click Load. Boom, and I'm loaded now. I've got 1,900 pounds of payload, and that is not correct. It did not save it. Doggone it. Means I gotta do a little instructional work. Just hover your mouse over each seat, bring them up to about 180. And if you're off by a little, hey, don't worry, we're not all 180 pounds. Most of us are dreaming of that. Whoop, that'll work. It doesn't take long, folks. But this will provide us a really good basis for our flight. And since we got 6 peeps in the plane, All right, so we zeroed out the 2 back seats. Okay, maybe we ought to have those loaded. Hang on. I just noticed our CG went kind of screwy there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now realizing there may be females on here, so, you know, you're doing the airline average of 180 to 190, depending on the airline. So you see how our CG went up, so I could literally do like this seat, and that brings our CG better. But wait a minute, we got more to put on. Hang on, I'm going to have fun, because this was actually kind of fun. Hang on. Swing it around so you can all see it getting loaded. All right, watch back here, folks, in the cargo area. I'm going to bring it up to 300. Look at all that stuff coming on. Plus, we have cargo underneath the plane. But isn't that kind of cool that at least shows up, but it doesn't put a body in the seat? That would have been nice, but you know, hey, we're not going to complain too much. Save the configuration. All right, so next time if I want to load up to this, I got it. Now, the big thing here, we needed 1,200 pounds of fuel is what I was thinking. Since we're about 1,000-ish, let me get an exact number here. Wrong one. Since 1380 was our proposed flight plan, we're 1,700 heavier. So yeah, I'm going to put about 100 in each tank. So we'll bring them up to 671. And that should be plenty of fuel to get up there. Whoop, but too high. And there you have it, folks. And you can see now our CG is still in the envelope. So we're still good there. You can see that everything's loaded up in a way that we should be okay. All right. And close that. And let's get ready to fly. Okay, so weight and balance has been completed. Doors, it's time to close them up. Let's do that from the outside so you can watch. You could actually do this, folks, a couple of ways. Bear with me here. Hang on, I think I got to close the bottom door first. Uh-oh. Let me make sure I didn't just screw up my weight and balance. No, I did not. Okay. All right, we're going to do it the right way then. Sometimes I can get it to work and sometimes I can't. So we'll just click here to close up the cargo bins. Click where it says open to close your cargo base or your cargo pod. One thing I haven't shown. Now with the Caravan, folks, the one thing missing here should be a pogo stick running from the tail down, because we load the plane in the aft area. So when we come up the steps and in the door, you could unintentionally tail strike. That's why the pogo stick's put in play. So we'll go ahead and close up our pilot or co-pilot, close up our hatch in the back, and I'll go ahead, even though, am I clicking that off? Let's see if I want that. Okay, we'll try it. Ensuik, welcome aboard. Hey, all from Hawker, our moderator. Welcome, guys, aboard. Hope you enjoy this little hop up in Scotland. We plan to take the 82nd, the shortest flight in the world exists up here in Scotland, and we're going to see if we can stay on schedule. All right, crew switches are all off. Hang on a second. Let me grab a altimeter here. Actually, first things first, 'cause I always forget. November. What the heck were we? 785, I think it was. Not running with an ACARS program, so no needs to worry about that. Do you have custom scenery for Westray and Papa Westray? Nope. So I don't know what I'm in for here, guys. I have not checked the scenery, or the airports may not even exist. We'll see. One's restricted. That's why I'm a little nervous. So let's see here. There's what I'm looking for. We are 785 Whiskey Whiskey. Whiskey Whiskey. And we are going to play Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. Connecting. All right, so now we're on the ramp where the passenger terminal here in, oh goodness, I can't even remember the name of the airport I'm at. Hang on. Haha, I actually wrote it down. Sometimes I have a brain. Kirkwall Airport. Holy mackerel, I was not expecting all those centers up. I figured they'd be down by now, but that's not why I flew this late. It's just the way work worked. All right, so we're at Kirkwall. Why don't you get the Islander? It's not that tough. It's a piston plane. You love piston aircraft there, Hawker. Just going through here, there are scenery packs. On the Ork. Well, we're not going to put them in now since we're getting ready to fly. All right. But I do need to get back down here to my departure point. And that is 10:15. Okay. Let's get over here, do a quick check over here. Oh my. Oh my. Where's 10s? There they. Oh, excuse me, folks. All right. So we're set to go there. All right, and going down. Okay, switches are all off. Over here, everything's off. Everything's off. I'm going to pop the nav lights on so when we go with the battery, they'll know we're energized. Outside, fuel selectors, both on. I always have a memory issue making sure to check those. Radar's off, air conditioner's off, inverter, bleed air all off. Emergency power in normal. And I'll be totally honest, folks, I have no idea what that would be used for in flight. Let's do a quick check. The power lever is good. Prop full forward, and fuel, the red valve, idle cutoff. All right, so that's everything set up. Your fuel shutoff valve, which I'm not 100% sure if it's this one or not, they are pushed in, ready to go. Speaking of the battery, on. All right. Wing flaps are up. There is no other indication on the plane, folks. Do not have the no smoking or fasten seatbelt signs. Fire detector. All the rest of the lamps look good. We're going to leave it set for day. And we are ready to crank up. Now, folks, you've been watching the prop kind of spin in the air, right? Let's get it spinning now. Voltage check. Okay. Fuel pumps on, emergency valve there. Let's clear the area. And by the way, folks, it's about to get loud, so if you're on earmuffs, might want to turn them down if you're able. Glare prop. Fuel boost and ignition's on, starting. That never happened in Microsoft products of old. Okay, there's 50. Everything's coming up. Starter off. Beacon's on. Beautiful sound, isn't it, folks? All right, inverter, everything, generator off. Generator off. Go ahead and turn the fuel back to normal. Ignition is fine for the moment. And folks, welcome to how simple it is to start a Caravan. Oh, we got some more interesting things to show up. Oops, down here. All right, that got it a little bit quiet. We'll make it more quiet in a second. Actually, let's do it now. Got your phones and your mic switch down here. Click phone. Ooh, magic. All right, folks, let's get this flight plan going, shall we? Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. That beacons are on. Suction gauge was good. Heating and ventilation. Oh, yeah, people might want to feel better back there. Get the air moving. All right, go to, what temperature was it again? Hang on. 10 degrees. Yeah, well. Okay, bleed air on. Turning up our panel lights just in case. All right. Now we'll set our radios. All right. 122.8's good. 135.05. I'm fine with that. We'll look at these, but I don't think we have any VORs whatsoever to deal with. All right. Here we go, folks. Gonna give this a try. I did not load it in there yet. Doggone it. Hang on a second, folks. The boss just got home. Be right back. All right. I need to fly more in X-Plane. I'm just kind of catching up here, folks. My Air 1997, or welcome aboard. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Oh my goodness. Things are moving slow in here. You know, we may just go direct. I can't believe how slow things are. Why are things so slow? Holy mackerel, what the heck is going on here? All right, so, oh my goodness, I just may. That is true on that 80. It really, it's an amazing thing to have watched. All right, my goodness, yeah, we're just going direct. I'm done playing with this. Holy mackerel. Not really sure what just bogged my system down because I have hardly anything opened. All right, so back to it. So that just made that real simple. And there is no easy way to put, there is no VORs, folks. Kirkwall to the south? I don't know.
You love me! You really love me!
Oh boy, Spaceman's here. Welcome in, and thank you for the resubscription. For 22 months you've been on board. Thank you, sir, so much. Sorry we're not flying for Pan Am today. All right, let me take a look at the map here, since in Swick, I don't see it on the low VFR chart. Maybe it's just... Ah, there is one. We'll go from Kirkwall then. So Kirkwall 1086 of KWL. And to do that, folks, KWL. Of course, the guy in the video did not show anything in the cockpit hardly. And I get it. I mean, the whole flight wasn't about the plane. It was about the shortness of the flight from Papa over to geez, I don't have my stuff up here. All right, so we got that one in here. Well, let's see. Is there one up here at Westall? Nope. Papa Array and Westray. So, all right, so we'll just put in our arrival airport. And that would be EG. EP. And like I said, folks, I have no idea what I'm in for scenery. Papa Westray, I'll take it. And we're loaded. All right. And there are no departures that I'm aware of out of this airport. I'm going to go double check though. 0 departures, 0 arrivals, and stars. So we'll do the best we can. So there you have it, folks. That's how tough it was. And that VOR, by the way, is 1086. So we're going to put that in over here. Push it here for COM VOR, CV, and then dial it in. 1086. There it is. And we need to fly. We're going direct now. We'll be on a radial. There we go. 002. Okay, so we'll just come down here, zoom it in a little. Actually, I forget I can pull these out. Okay, 002. The only bad thing is you don't have it right here. We're going to be taking off on 3, 2. Okay. And over here, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Bring up our altitude. I said we're going to shoot for 7. If we don't break out, I may bring us down to get back under them. We'll see, but we're set. Flight directors on, and there. On. 2000 alt. Mode C, make sure we don't have a stray controller say, hey, there's somebody up north. It's still loading, folks. There's that much traffic. Yeah, everyone's way south. That rain better stay away. Better stay away. All right, we're ready to go with the radios. All right, continuing on. Taxi, here we go. I don't know why everything is getting so slow here. If it's just the poor weather or what. Sometimes that is the cause. All right, so fuel tanks, let's make sure they're on both. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and pop the oxygen just in case. Okay, they're open. And here we go with the flight controls. Parking brake set, so I'm going to have them pop the chocks. Taxi light, here we go. We'll do a quick run up over here, folks, and then we'll take the runway. All right, sorry folks, getting marching orders from the boss again. All right, so let's do it. Run up here. Good Lord, come on, be nice to me, computer, today. Here we go, bringing it up. $17.50, a little further to go. All right, what we're going to be doing, folks, exercising the prop. Making sure we get the oil in it. Okay, and anything else? Everything else is good, so we'll throttle back. And sorry, folks, we don't have wiper blades. nor a truly functioning radar. And I don't know why that is. Okay, we're ready to go. Flaps 20. Oh, by the way, let's talk about this runway real quick. Oh, you gotta love the UK. Now, granted, there's a 4,600 85-foot east-west runway, but with the winds, 3.2 is a pretty good bet, and it's 2,231 feet. Cessnas are not bad on it, but it's got a significant displace threshold. So, all right, so we're ready to go. Lights. Get rid of this. All right, folks, I just realized I was mute. And again, Kirkwall traffic, Cessna 785 Whiskey, departing 32. Get on up here to the runway. Nervous laughter. This is actually not the hard part. Actually, there's blue sky here in parts. All right, flaps 20. Lights set. Let's go ahead, make sure pitot heats and all are on. Windshield, we don't need that. Prop. Okay, here we go. $80. There we go. Nice. This is the one thing I really don't like. All right, so we're going to go ahead, initiate our turn to 030. Get another notch of flaps up. See how that does to our climb. Okay, and we're on our way, folks. We're in the break. How do you respond to the accusations that you don't check the days flight is available section of the website? Okay, spaceman. I didn't know I've been accused. But, don't know. But, if there's accusations, I really will just continue to fly. I would say to management, maybe they should put flights more available. Oh, did I say that out loud? Dang it, I thought that was my inside voice. Oh, wait, I just heard my 2-year-old go, that's a bad idea. Oh, 2-year-old granddaughter. I love it when she does that. That's a bad idea. Well, welcome in, everyone, as we're having some fun here with the flight we were supposed to. Smart 2-year-old. I will agree to that. But anyway, today we were supposed to fly a plane, one of the bigger planes in the world, the 747, but because I didn't check something, guess what? It's not available, that flight today, with the VA in question here. So, all right, we're coming on board here, 020, let's, or 002, my bad. Got a nice climb out in progress. In the clear. I'm going to continue to 7,000. We're IFR. We're planned IFR. We're not in IFR conditions. Let me get that squared away. All right, folks, it's going to get real loud real quick. Oh, not that bad. I hope. As we fly over the Scottish Islands up north here. Sure they have a name. Orkney, I saw one of them was up here. Now, folks, this is not the shortest flight. It'll be the next flight, just a heads up. So let me get over here to I'm doing basically the triangle that the aircraft that does this in real world flies. So then we will punch over. Everything today is going to be pretty much direct. And you know what? Speaking of direct, let's go to GPS. What the heck? Let's go nav. I think. What's it doing? Let's watch. This is going to be a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Oh, wait a minute. That's a bad idea. All right, that was a bad idea, folks. We're going to go back, re-intercept. Not 100% sure, Hawker, where it was aiming it. Really don't know where it was going. All right, so we're going to re-intercept. So let's go to about a heading of 330. Do I have nav armed? Oh, that's flight director. Oh, did I click the wrong button, maybe? That would never happen in the cockpit. Never, 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 never. And how far is that leg? Let's see. 24 miles. You know what? I think we'll just go VOR. All right, folks, so we're airborne. We're on our way. Estimated time of arrival. You know what? I did not put it up there because... Oh, that's why. Things are just... Oh, it is. Well, it was moving. Well, it's again, not this flight, folks. Hopefully I do much better on the next one. Just seeing if the overlay will come on. Hang on, spaceman. We're trying to get things lined up here because we're actually really close to EGEP. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna have to kind of look at my schedule. Next week's schedule, by the way, folks, is kind of wonky in the fact I have training classes and hang on, we're turning on course. And don't really know what days. Only Monday will be available. So for sure. Now, nighttime, there could be a surprise flight come up, but for right now, Monday is really the only day I'm planning to fly next week. The following week, we'll try to make up and do some bigger flying. All right, we're 20 miles out. Yep, I have training next week, Hawker, so I do have my flaps all the way up because, man, we're not building speed up hardly at all. That's part of the reason. All right, we're going to be coming back down. Yeah, in the real world, the way the guy said the Islander would get up to 9,000, I think, on this leg. And then, oh, boy, it really gets into the sky, folks, on the 82nd flight. About 1,200 feet. All right, so let's see. Didn't think it'd have any, but I had to look. All right, we're going to come off nav. Oh, we never came off heading. Okay. And we're going to do our best now to find this island. Who put a cloud out there? Ruh-roh. Why have I got a feeling I just overflew the airport? 'Cause I sure don't see anything else out there. We sure did. Cool. Let's go ahead and enter our downwind. Welcome aboard, folks. Hope y'all enjoy the flight. The next leg we're going to be doing after the touchdown here, that's the one that's real world, shortest flight in the world, in the real world. Of course, for me it'll be probably 2 hours. No. All right, so that's great. The beacon came off, and so did the strobes. Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, we're coming into runway 35. That sure did not seem like a heading of 35 below us. All right, well, you know what? Welcome to flying, folks. All right, we're coming up on 2,000 feet. And I think since we're visual, we're going to get in a little bit of power here. Let's go ahead and bring it around to the west. What I'm using is just to give me ideas. And we're going to come on down. Till I can see the airport. Okay, got the airport in sight. Autopilot off. Okay, we got flaps full. I think again, but a hard time buying what they're trying to sell here at Papa Westray as the airport. It is definitely not 3.5. Yep, I think that building behind us is where we're supposed to drop off at. And I don't remember in the video it being a gravel runway. But charts say that's where I am. Another challenging airport to try is the airport that's only there some of the time. It's also in the good old land of Scotland. But I don't ever remember the name. It's on a beach. All right, look at all that dust we're kicking up. All right, let's get the high idle off. Push that in. All right, real quick shutdown if it'll let me. No, it's not. All right. All right, real quick, I happen to know it, so there we go. Lights off, anti-ice all off. All right, we got fuel pump on, so we can turn that off. Ignition to off. Standby power to off. All right, we are set and ready for shutdown. Okay, and we're down on our ITT. Oh, of course, my beacon turned off again. All right, folks, welcome to the first stop here, Papa Westray. Just across the channel here, folks, is our next stop. Let me kind of show that here if things would pick up speed a little bit here. It's not going to, but oh well. Okay, and the battery off, 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 off. Okay. Wow, it's just not speeding up at all. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of movement in it. Ah, just love when it does this. All right, so as you can see here on charts, we're sitting right here and we're just going right there. And this is a scheduled flight. So just so you get an idea. All right, let's get these few people off, few people on. All right. Okay, folks, so there you have it. First flight recorded in, I didn't even catch it. Trying to see what I landed. I know it recorded it. Okay, little rough, 496 feet a minute. Hawker won that one. Needs some of that scenery. What's the IKO? Well, you already know because you already put something up there, Hawker. So, yeah, and I do. Inswick said we got scenery. All right, fun times now. Let's see. Do we have any kind of weather up here? No. All right. So now, folks, this is a direct flight, approximately 2 miles. So can get turned off here. What I'm going to do is get in here and get the a GPS warmed up real quick. Um, Hang on a second. Menu. Yes, I want to delete the flight plan. Interesting. You say delete the flight plan and the flight plan stay. Did I hit the wrong one? I guess so. Clear. Yes. There we go. Now we're going over to EGEW. Now, granted, folks, on most of these kinds of flights, the pilot would be doing a lot of work. Not a lot of ground crews. So he's pretty much all of it. EGW. Okay. Westray. Enter. Accept. All right. So basically 1.5 miles. So, and again, no approaches. This should be a gravel strip according to World VFR charts. Let's see what the information comes in on it. Soft. So hopefully we'll be able to determine the runway. So there again, folks, you can see it. We're just going straight across the bay here. Matter of fact, I am going to go ahead and with Sim Toolkit. Okay, hang on a second. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Let's get rid of charts. And for now, the GPS. Okay. And let me get rid of this real quick. Finish that flight. All right. We'll recap all the landings at the end. Let's try something. I don't know if that'll work. Let's do it this way then. Flight planning, advanced planner, departing E, G, crud. EP, going to EG, EW. And by the way, folks, I did see the flight there, or the airport. 785 Whiskey Whiskey. And we'll just go, looks good to me, Lido pounds. No. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so you're seeing how you can actually do this from within Sim Toolkit one of two different ways. Uh-oh. Airports too close to each other. Oh, really? Okay, so you're going to play that game. All right. Click cancel. I'm kind of scared what it might. Let's do it this way. There are none. Let's see if it goes direct. I hate to think where the alternate is. Nope, too close to each other. All right, well, let's try VFR. I haven't done this one in a long time. All right, we're not going to be able to put this in very easily, folks. There it is. All right, and we'll fly now. That's the other way, folks. And fly now. Oh, dee dee dee. There it is, folks, from right there to right there. And I did see it, like I said, when we did the elongated come around. And let's go to the disconnect real quick. Let's get this loaded in. What did I do? Really? All right, well, I guess we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way and file it from within. Great. I got to fill it out. Oh. Oh, boy. Hang on, I'm going to try something here. Oh. Oh, I'm just having so much fun here, folks. Really? Oh, I tell you, sometimes it gets very nerve-wracking. All right, so now my VFR flight is gone. All right, worst case scenario, kill it. We'll restart it. This is sometimes why I'm not a fan of VATSIM. That was weird. Okay, fly now. All right, well, we're gonna try this. Damn it. Why won't it load? About ready to say to heck with FatSim and fly offline. What is it showing in the system? Last check and then I'm done with this. I'll go offline and get back to doing what I like doing, flying. Kidding me. It doesn't even show me online. And I'm online. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh well. That way you can't chase me in an F-14. I just get kind of aggravated here when things aren't going the way they're intended to. All right, well, folks, and I know you aren't watching this, thankfully. The aggravation here. Well, I'll let you all see it for just, well, forget it. My system is still not playing overly too nice. Oh, there we got a not responding now on OBS. Hopefully that's not a bad thing. Oh, good, it came back. But it's still super slow. All right, we're done. We're offline. Enough time. People want to get there. I want to get there. So in my luck, I'd end up killing the battery. Whoa, where's this green line coming from? Whoops, guess what? I forgot to close up the airplane. All right, folks, this is starting off great. All right, so 80 seconds. All right, so basically, folks, we're going to really have no idea where that green line is. So basically, we'll take off. It's supposed, well, let's wait for the break and get these people back here. Okay, so we're offline from that for now. Get charts up here so when they do come back, we can talk it real quick. I have no charts for this, folks, so they'll be back in about 20 seconds, folks. All right, let me get charts up on my end. Maybe he says cautiously. Okay, I'm going to come in here. New flight. And basically, I'm just going to put it in here. So we got it here at least. And that is EG. Can't believe this. It's not even showing up EGEP. EP. EGEW. The neat thing is, folks, there's no charts. Well, look at that. Look at all these runways that I never saw there. There's runway 35. It's grass, that's why. There's none of these runways there. Huh. Interesting. Hang on. Let's do it real quick. And yes, we'll refuel over there. I don't see. Okay, there's one. Okay, there's a, oh my gosh. Wow. Grass runways are pretty hard to see in here. Cool. Okay, so we're going. We don't have any kind of weather, folks, so you know what? We are going to wing it. So let's make sure everything's pulled away. That is funny. So that's actually 3.5. Oh, wow. Brakes off. And here we go. Taxi light. Let's get everything set because we're going to hit that gravel runway real quick. Well, we need the props. Okay. And now standby power's on. Brakes off. High RPM to help us get out of here. Real Caravan pilots, if there's any in the audience, I'd sure love to know if this thing is... Oh my gosh, I left the cargo pods open. And that's the fun, folks, when you don't actually have a chart. But you can see what you can do. Now, I could use Sim Toolkit and kind of do the same thing. But we're going to aim for, I think, 2.7. Even though winds are favoring probably the same deal here. All right, folks, get ready with your timer. I'm getting mine ready. Start. Dang, where are we? Ooh, not sure why things are acting the way they are on this thing. Flaps up. Okay, let's make our turn. Rud. See you on the up. Now, guess what? We're going to go long, folks, as I don't see the runway. That's because we're way south of it. About that. I think I see it now. Alright, what's your timers come up with, folks? While we taxi in. And yes, folks, that's how quick that flight goes. Not really sure what the heck this is out here. Other than it looks like a scenery problem. but it shows up everywhere on charts. This time I'm looking to see. All right, I'll take a look here in a second to see how horrible we did on that flight. Actually, I don't know if I will be able to, if SimToolKit read it or not. All right, well, we're now in Westray, United Kingdom. A whole whopping 2 miles. Granted, we probably took a little more than that. Let's get this thing shut down, put the blades in feather. Okay, standby power, fuel pump off. Avionics off. Did I even turn those on? All right, folks. Shut her down again. Okay, this time we're not going to get rushed. I hope. All right, let me get into the chat room here because, yeah, this was, that was a fun flight. Oh my goodness. All right, and we're below 10 and battery off. All right, folks, let's Okay, so I didn't see any time. 6 minutes. Well, I did it from brake release to landing, and I got 96 minutes or 96 seconds, including the screw up of going south of the airport, missing it, coming in reverse direction, all that good stuff. All right, so we are now at the third stop in the triangle, getting ready to head back to where we started. Oh, and I just had a nice coughing fit. All right, the good thing is here we're going to take a little bit of a break, take our time, see what we got going on here. All right, so Sim Toolkit actually recorded me at 314 feet a minute on this. Not bad. Problem is, I didn't have an active flight plan, so we can't review that one. Oh well. All right, so we're going to try this again. But I am going to do it a little bit of a different way. Let's go back a little to logbook. That'll be a good one to look at. All right, let's bring up SimBrief, shall we? Since everything keeps failing on it, we're going to just do it right here online in front of y'all. I'm just going to start deleting flights here to make it easy. And Sim Toolkit, where are you? Over here. There we go. Hang on a second. Delete. All right. So now charts is actually a really good program, as you just saw. Oh, that's what the green line I think was. Looks like a research flights. I don't know. That was weird what we saw. But anyway, I just happened to notice a big red line here on charts. Yeah, get rid of that. All right. So let's plan our trip back, shall we? I just got to find it because I thought I had it up here. Not that one. Oh, I think we're at EW. Yes. All right, so it is this one. We'll get into that, folks. Let me see if that showed up for you. Yes, it did. Really neat deal here. Now, this part, I don't know how they're doing it. But it's pretty cool. You can see how they have interactive maps. I just have to figure out how to make them do that. All right, so right now the game plan is EGEW, which is where we're at, Westray, to stand by, folks. Where did my to Kirkwall. All right, and again, we're slowing things down here. We're taking a little bit of a break from our so far 3 flights, and we're gonna plan this one out. Okay. Call sign. Where is call sign? There it is. Will be actually very simply filled in. November 785. November 785. WW. The whiskey 234. What the heck? Too many. There we go. 1224. Who cares? This is going to be our actual ATC call sign. Lido will show you the difference in formats. I know you all are used to the American Airlines one. I want you to see Lido is the same analogous word for default. continue here in just a second. I'm just waiting for our followers and all to get in here without the break. Should be here in about 15 seconds. So again, I want to first apologize on that last flight, folks. I really rushed it, not realizing, I got 40 minutes on the ground I could have used. Actually, I got hung up with Sim Toolkit and VATSIM. We are going to try to fly back on VATSIM one more time, but if it fails, we're going to fail. All right, so welcome back, followers, from the commercial break. Lido here, think of it as default. Okay, that's where, if you don't change it, that's what it's always at. All right, so now we're going to come down. You see it's scheduled for 45 minutes back. Those just tuning in and saw the 80 seconds, or down below see 80-second flight, we just flew it. Basically, it's from across the river, the bay here. It's literally 2 miles long, and it is a real world scheduled flight. All right, so we're going to put 7 on this time. I don't know what runway 31 is, so let me just kind of zoom down again. Oh, it's the grass runway here, so we'll go with 27. Okay, and at Kirkwall, what did we take off on? South, so we'll take runway 9. What the heck? All right, so there you go. That's all you really have to do. Now, the only other thing I recommend, folks, is checking, but you don't have to, is you see the time down here, 2100. So if you put 2100 and say 55, apply, it's going to ask you, do you want to do blah, 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 blah. We do it. It just realigns us, and we're going direct. Otherwise, we go a real zigzaggy way. We're not going to do that. And there's no meat. Wait, that's here. VFR ceiling METAR is 3,200 feet few, so there is no ceiling. Okay, and then all we do now, once we have a time in, we got our aircraft, we got our route, GNT, I don't like that. Hang on, let me find a better alternate. That is way too far. GPC I'd rather do. You can change that. Then, give it a second. What did I just do? Oh, I just changed the departure point, not the alternate. Doggone it. All right, so now we'll be going right here. Actually, I wish we'd have found something closer, but that'll work. Okay, and what it does is it lowers your fuel. Generate. Hopefully, we don't get any errors this time. Cool. This is top of climb, top of descent. We are going to 3,000 feet, folks. Not bad. And as we saw, that was a quick flight. I mean, it seriously is a quick flight. You're only going, well, it's a 15-minute airborne flight for 31 miles. So it's a quick flight. Now that this is in here, folks, we're going direct, so the GPS is going to be simple. We'll just plug in the Kirk VOR. And again, thank you, Insuik, for the information about that, because we'll just probably fly direct and then work our way into the pattern. Did not know there was a VOR there. Thank you, sir. All right, so with this information, I can technically pre-fly if it'll let me. And we're waiting, folks. We're waiting and we're waiting. Oh, wait. It might be up. It's not up. Let's try again. Interesting. Okay, well, we won't pre-file. We'll do it a different way. Sim brief. Oh, what? Oops, I got rid of Sim Toolkit. Hang on. Sim brief away. Flight planning. Load from latest. Fly now. Ooh, are we under ATC now? Oh, why? Okay, I know how to get around this. Flight, Fat Sim, VFR. And we're filing. All that means is I just need to change my squawk code. Okay, we can do this. And that's it, folks. How we file a flight. We can actually, like I tell y'all, it's a one-stop shop sim toolkit. That's how it is. A little easier sometimes. I don't know why we had all that trouble with the VFR stuff up in, it's such a far distance away, folks, 1.2 miles across that water there, actually the other side of us. But it was. It was a royal pain in the you-know-what. All right, so we are going to go ahead, put the battery on, get our cockpit pulling up, and we're going to go. I don't know if I have to do this or not, but I think it was already set clear. Yeah, it was. And all we're going to do is come down here and put E G PA, is that right? Kirkwall. Yes. Enter. And after you verify, accept. That's it, folks. Boom. We don't have a departure again out of here. We may have arrivals. All right, and with that finished, I'm going to go ahead and boot up the second one. Whoa, you're all going, second one? Yeah, 4:30 right here. Flight plan. Clear. Menu. Hang on, if it's not in the right place, folks, just hit delete flight plan. Still not in the right place. EGEP. Hang on a second. Clear. I just checked something. All right, maybe this one doesn't have it. So guess what? We're not going to play with it. All right. All right, so let's come down here. One. Oop, oop, clear. And now we're VFR. And now we're standby. All right, so there we go, folks. We're ready to go. We do have the VOR tuned in while we have the radio up. And that VOR is Kirkwall 108.6. And I am going to plan on a radial of 177, just like the GPS says. Okay, now each of these gauges you can actually pop out to include these. So if, you heard me grumbling about having to set the power or the prop, it's very difficult when you set it for this or from here. But here, let me try to make it show a little easier. And hang on a second here. Flight plan. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Anyway, what you could do is pull your prop, set your prop, put it back, set your power. See what I'm saying? How easy that is? All right, so we're going to go ahead. We've got everything set. We'll turn off the masters and the battery. Why drain it? Okay, folks, so we're done with the break here. Let's do a quick recap and load. 2, 4, 6 passengers. I always count these guys, folks. So we got 8 total on the plane. And hang on a second here. Sometimes I find to get them to balance out right, I go full. And then they'll get pretty close. We're going to get them close, and then we're going to set them. Per sim brief. Per sim toolkit, actually. So let's go back to it, shall we? Okay, now here's the difference, folks, between the where American put the flight plan and alternate up here. You see the slight changes, and then your fuels here. All right, so they're saying takeoff fuel, block fuel, 600 pounds. So technically, that's 300 in each tank. Okay. Other than that, yeah, we're going 3,000. So yeah. Connecting. Connecting. All right, so we are on VATSIM VFR. Hopefully VFR. Let's put it that way. Hopeful. All right, we're going to bring it down to, I'm going to run with 400 pounds. Really? There we go. Now they're even. Okay, and we'll keep the same load. All right, real easy. And folks, I am going to be right back. It's getting a little chilly in the house. We got all the windows roaring in here. Actually, I'll wait. We'll be on the ground here shortly. I can suck it up here. All right, so here's our loadout. 7 passengers, 1,600 pounds, 600 pounds of fuel, and 1,900 again. 3,000 is our altitude. Now, one thing you can do here too, folks, I believe you can see the airport if you ever get in a place where you can't pull up that. So there you have it there. There's where we came from, by the way. Like I said, not that far, 1 mile. Okay, let's do it. All right, this time, since we're taking our time, let's close the plane up. Include those guys. All right, folks, if you're ready, buckle up. Here we go. 30-mile flight, not 30-minute, 30 miles. Okay, weight and balance set. Switches off. And if you've noticed, again, windmilling prop up here, really cool. If they ever get the grass blowing, that is going to be outstanding. All right, here we go. Real simple to start, folks. Again, for those just tuning in, battery switch. Fuel. Ignition. And then we need the props full forward. Get y'all a good shot of this thing firing up. Look at that. That's how the blade should start, folks. Okay, we got our 50% and starter off. Standby power on. Beacons. Okay. Just don't know what the hook is all about, folks. Sorry. Flight plan has us 3-1. Oh, that's the grass runway. So we'll do 2-7, I think it is. Actually, is there a windsock nearby? We're going to go off runway 9. Make it a simple back taxi and go. Okay, so we got our avionics set. Actually, no, we don't. We're going up to 3,000. And damper off. I'm sorry, flight director on. All right, we're just about ready to go. Okay. Here we go. Brakes off. Rampies, you got to get rid of my chocks. Oh, it's nice to be back on hard surfaces, folks. I think this is 3-1 right here. Oh, what happened? Why did my computer just do that? Hang on. That was weird. My computer here that I use to help me know how brakes are going and all just went off, and I don't know why. All right. Westray traffic, November 785. Whiskey Whiskey, back taxi runway 9 for departure. Now, interesting little thing here about the airport we're at. It shows up as private. Okay, everything now looks good. Fuel pumps are on. I don't know why we were... And again, folks, the 80-second flight. Now, the one thing I didn't think to look back at that video that I watched, did they go back and then down? Or did they just triangle back? That I didn't do. We're going direct back. So here we go. Flaps 20. Lights on. Aircraft no lights. Here we go. Gotta love that. Don't know what causes X-Plane to do that. Folks, that airport is right in the nose. That we just took off from to get here. All right, folks, we are climbing out incline power. That airport to that airport, 80 seconds scheduled. Flying with Mike, I did it in about 90 to 100 seconds because I went south. Too far. Easy to do though, folks. Boy, that was close. But anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, hey, I haven't said this enough today. Smash that follow button. Love to have you aboard, folks, on future flights. Those of you that are going to be watching this on YouTube, I hope you don't get too bad of a laugh, but I'd love for you to hit that like and subscribe. So, but again, we did a flight. I should have done it again just to see if I did better or got there more on time. But I didn't. We're heading back to our original departure point, and that is Kirkwall. Thing I did not check. Come on, computer. And my computer, by the way, has been running really slow here of late. Uh-oh. I think Kirkwall may have a tower. It might. It does. All right, we're at 3,000 feet. There we go. Track it to Kirkwall. "11 miles. Time to start our descent." Okay, so I gotta cross over this island, so we're gonna hold up at 2,500. I thought this was our island. It's the one behind it. And as expected, they want to talk to me. Okay, 35, 530. 1.
Bravo vectoring ILS 25, fly heading to 0 degrees. Vectoring down S15 and right straight heading 230, 164 Bravo.
Center, November 785, Whiskey, inbound Kirkwall, 2,500.
November 785, Whiskey, Scottish, hello, squawk 7401, Mod Charlie, Kirkwall, QNH 1017.
One more time on the squawk for 785, Whiskey.
Hello, Whiskey, the squawk 7401.
7401. 75 or 85 whiskey.
Scottish Ray, good evening, Ryanair 11 Kilo at Alpha 1 at Belfast, ready for departure.
Ryanair 11 Kilo, Scottish, good evening, hold Alpha 1, I'll call you back.
Hold Alpha 1, Ryanair 11 Kilo.
Dang it.
November 785 Whiskey, using runway 09 at Kirkwall, report field in sight.
Roger, runway 9 will report runway in sight, or field in sight, sorry.
Ryanair 11 Kilo, hold position after departure, standard noise abatement, then left turn heading 180 degrees, climb flight level 90.
Line up behind, climb altitude 9,000 and heading to 10 Ryanair 11 Kilo.
11 Kilo, going to do that again after the hold position, after departure, left turn heading 180 degrees, climb flight level 90.
What the heck is the airport?
After departure, fly heading 180 and climb 9,000 feet, Ryanair 11 Kilo.
Oh, we've
11
just
Kilo, correct, are you ready for departure?
found it.
I am ready for departure, Ryanair 11 Kilo.
11 Kilo, inbound traffic 4 miles, surface wind 230 degrees, 15 knots, runway 25, clear takeoff.
Runway 25 clear to take off, right, 11 Kilo.
Center 785 whiskey. Just found the airport behind us.
November Whiskey, roger. There's no traffic to affect, report final, runway 09.
Roger, report final 09, 785 whiskey.
8164 Bravo, turn right 220 degrees, descend flight level 80. and Sunday 8164 Bravo. Vulcan 481, resume on navigation, direct Tunzo for the Tunzo 1 Echo arrival. Resume on navigation, direct Tunzo for the Tunzo 1 arrival. Logan 481. Neptune 1 Charlie, London offline, Unicom 122 decimal 8 safely. Neptune 1 Charlie, Unicom 122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
0128, Neptune 1 Charlie, thank you very much, ciao.
Scottish, good evening, Ryanair 91 November Charlie, flight level 400 inbound, NATED. Ryanair 91 November Charlie, Scottish, hello, EGPA 1 Echo arrival. EGPA 1 Echo 91 November Charlie. 8133, the wind's 230 degrees, 15 knots, runway 25, clear to land. 25 clear after 8100. Bravo, turn right, heading 250 degrees, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, Delta Grove QH 1015. Right, T50, descend 6,000, QH 1015, meet 164 Bravo.
Center 785 whiskey, turn and final 9.
Number 85 Whiskey, thanks, the Kirkwall 1030 degrees, 9 knots, runway 09, clear to land.
Clear to land 09 Kirkwall, 785 whiskey.
Owen 481, route direct Harton, when ready, descend flight level 7, correction 80.
Turned a little early, folks.
Ryanair 11 Kilo, report your passing option.
Ryanair 11 Kilo, past 5,500.
Logan 11 Kilo, roger, just give you a heading of 180 degrees after departure. 1 November Charlie, mechanic craft 8 is yet expecting 0624 in Caravan. 9891, London runway 24. Board, not a problem. 91 November Charlie, many thanks. 9811 Kilo Scottish.
11 Kilo, go ahead.
Then give you a heading of 180 degrees after departure. Climb now, flight level 190.
On flight level 190, right, 11 Kilo.
Just confirm what heading you're on now.
I'm flying via LNAV.
Roger, so what's your next waypoint?
Blacker, right now, 11 Kilo.
U164 Bravo, descend to altitude to 5,000 feet. Just have 5,000 feet, you want to slow Bravo. ED1TC, thanks, hold position, contact ground 121.750 per 1. 1.7.0, thank you for all your help, thank you.
Scottish Center, November 785 Whiskey off 9 on Echo 2 to the terminal.
85 Whiskey, welcome, Echo, standard choice.
Standard choice for 785 Whiskey. Alright. Don't know how good, how bad. I just know this. I didn't come out of my crab, which made the nice skitty marks or skitty sounds you heard. Alright, so folks, there you have it. We have gone the circuit. Like I said, I wonder if I should have gone from Westray to Papa Westray, but we didn't. We're back, and that was actually a lot of fun.
Scottish Control, sorry about the delay. Just had a bit of an issue with the radio there. Trying to get 254, passing from altitude, flight level 250, 230, 254. Target 254, Scottish, good evening, route direct rig through, climb flight level 370.
Let's see here. That is the tower. Okay, that's just curious.
70 and redirect to Ridwell. 8164 Bravo, turn right heading 345, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Alright, so radar can go off.
Right, 345, descend 4,000 feet, 8164 Bravo. Scottish Control, Target 254. Target 254, pass message. Scottish Control, are we alright to just manage the climb to flight level 370 as we're a bit heavy yet, as we're just flying out of Manchester, so we are a bit heavy and to expedite the climb to 370, just going to put a lot of strain on the aircraft. Are we alright to manage the climb? Target 254, just for me, what your highest cruise at the moment is, we can stop there and you can let me know when you need higher. No, so Scottish Control, no, I'm in a managed climb to obviously 370. You've obviously cleared me up to 370, was on Unicom. So we came out of Manchester, got Unicom, so I went to 370. We're in a managed climb, so I don't want to expedite the climb. We are climbing to flight level 370, so if you can see on your screen, if you're happy with our climb, that's perfect.
Alright folks, we're on the ground again in Kirkwall. Alright.
Scottish Control, managed climb to flight level 370 on the expedition.
I have no idea what that guy's asking. Okay, get everything turned off here. And Scottish Center, November 785 Whiskey's into blocks. Thanks for the ATC. Have a great one. I don't know if they actually do. Oh, I did have that set. Aha! Alright. You're done, folks. Feather the prop. Welcome into Kirkwall. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed the flight. Looks like we've been live for about an hour and 50-ish minutes. So, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure in the real world that flight doesn't go that short. Especially with how hurried up we were in Papa Westray. Get you all a nice look here of the Thranda bird. But that was a fun run nonetheless. And we landed this time at 197 feet a minute. That's a little better. Again, with Sim Toolkit, you can zoom. Oh, you have Sim Toolkit up. There you kind of go, maybe? There we go. So as you can see, even then, you could zoom in if you need to. Boy, I landed way right of the line, so we'll see how that pans out here in a minute. All right, what a day. Let's go ahead and finish this flight real quick. That middle one we didn't get. Oh well. All right, so let's clear the board here. Come on. Oops, always hit the right button, folks. There we go. We're going to disconnect. Hopefully that helps speed things along a little bit here. But ultimately, folks, that was a fun, put together flight real quick. Compliments of a video I watched. That was really good. All right, so let's get rid of. Okay, so we're still slow. There we go. There we go. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of, when it lets me, the overlay. Wow. Okay. What a day this has been again with OBS. Don't really know what causes this, but it is what it is. Can't do much about it. All right, so let's bring SimTool. Oh, come on, quit spinning their OBS. All right, and maybe in the next hour we'll get OBS to play nice here. There we go. Okay, we got Sim Toolkit back up. I'm going to take a look at how horrible the land... Well, actually, what the... All right, now where did it pick up all these flights? Okay, well, let's take a look what we can. All right, so EGPA first leg, 496 we're showing. You can see how we flew the route. There's our fun turn there, Hawker, back on course. Did a nice wide turn back in for the airport once we figured out what the heck was going on. Ugh. But anyway, let's get in and start viewing some details. Obviously, a horrible landing at 496, 63 knots. Actually, that's not bad, but we hit at 3 Gs, so that was kind of a hard landing. But a total of 23 miles on that one. Oh, did I hit the wrong button again? I think I did. All right, I don't know. Oh, yeah, we are going to see the airport. Okay, cool. So, there's what it looks like, folks. We landed pretty much right on the end of the runway, and yeah. Wasn't the runway planned? We were planned for this one. I am glad I chose this one, even though I couldn't see this one. So, we have to just go by the very minimums it gives. Pitch 5.23, 63 knots at 500 feet roughly a minute. So, it was a hard, rough landing. All right, next up. Okay, we actually landed in the grass here. But this was the 1 mile run. And we went way south, so we got about a 2 to 3 minute flight out of it. But overall, 314, just way off the center line. Finally, that's not the last flight, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. All right, last flight. All right, now here is the actual terminal here. Okay, so again, pitch 466. Again, not bad, 197 feet a minute. That is really not bad. But our problem there was, again, we weren't uncrabbed. And Hawker, maybe, but I'm not certain yet. I'll have to check with the boss when she gets back. She's out doing something right now. But folks, I do appreciate y'all coming out. It has been a blast with the way the sim is going. I don't think we're going to be able to do a replay. You know what, though? We're going to try. Raw VAT sim. I'm going to close that whenever it closes. And toggle. Oh, that was pretty cool to watch. All right, let's bring it in. All right, let's see what we can learn from this, folks. Other than the fact I know I turned early. Here's where I should have came out of the crab, folks. I mean, approach-wise, it could have been a little better, but overall it looked pretty good. Alright, let's take a look from a couple passengers' point of views. Actually, I think they're actually out of the cockpit, but... But overall, again, like I said, folks, not to repeat myself a million times, I don't think it was too bad. Each of the approaches had their own challenges, and they are what they are, so... Alright, folks, we are in Kirkwall. Appreciate y'all turning out today. It's been a blast out here today. 4 actually very short flights from Kirkwall to Papa Westray. Then the short flight, folks, that's supposed to be 80 seconds, but I believe I timed in at 90 to 120 seconds. Still, what a short flight, folks. Cross the river, bay, whatever you want to call it, to Westray, and then Westray back to Kirkwall. Great time, great flight, folks. Hope you all enjoyed it. And look for us again Monday. I don't know yet what we'll fly, but we'll have a flight for Monday and get back in the air. Who knows? Maybe the Caravan again. We'll give the folks in break a chance to get back, and we'll say our goodbyes and hope you all have a great weekend. Got about 30 seconds to go here, so. But anyway, folks, if you have a suggestion or anything like that, hey, head over to our Discord channel. We'd love to have you over there and hear your ideas. I got this one actually from YouTube, a guy that goes around doing flights, flying along, seeing all these neat flights. All right, folks, so again, we'll be at it again Monday. Hope you all have a great weekend. God bless. We'll see you on the other side. And for our followers coming back, thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike. We sure appreciate you. So, God bless everyone, and we'll see you hopefully Monday if everything goes right. And now I lost my music. Ah, gotta love it. There it is. We'll see you Monday, folks. I hope you all have a great day.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it